Welcome back. Fashion Without Borders returns to South Africa for its 5th edition and will be taking place right here in Johannesburg, themed My Africa. This year will include an array of fashion designers from around the country with the aim of allowing both designers and models the opportunity to showcase their work and show their interpretation of fashion design in the African continent in an effort to raise awareness about local fashion consumption. While the event also aims to highlight fashion trends, behavior and consumer habits. But to tell us all about this, we are joined in studio by Serge Kabisoso, creative director and show producer, as well as designer Grace Mokhele. Welcome to you both. It's great to have you. You're both looking fashionable.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You're looking great, actually.
Thank you very much, Serge. For that compliment, I'll maybe start with you. It's been 5 years in the running.
Yeah.
How has this initiative grown over the years, and what are some of the highlights that you look back on and think, this is where we really made our mark?
I think it was not easy, really, to start a brand like that, making sure that, all African designers come to and support our initiative. So it's been 5 years, been really, really hard, but we're still going on. And we just love the way that our designers are doing very great across the African continent. They're doing great. Like your Grace, you have Josie, you have other different designers all across the African continent. So yeah, we're doing great.
Grace, you've been a part of this. You're a designer. You are someone that is looking for fresh ways to market African clothing and African fashion to the rest of the globe. Speak to us about just what your experiences have been with Fashion Without Borders.
Well, honestly, they've been wonderful, Pearl, because he exposed us. Well, I'm saying Serge because he's a director.
Yes.
Yeah, exposed us to a lot of opportunities because even last year I got an opportunity to go to Durban at Mr. Price internship. So I was there for like 3 weeks and I learned a lot about fashion and retail, and I wouldn't have gotten that opportunity if it wasn't for Fashion Without Borders. Yeah, so actually it's very exciting, and working with other designers you get to learn more about diverse designing from other people. So it's great, it's amazing.
And for people who maybe are not familiar with your work or your style of work, won't you quickly describe to us the kind of work that you do?
Dressed is actually my brand, Dressed by Grace. It's aimed at just designing for women. I recently just rebranded because now I wanted to focus more on glam and elegance in women, especially in the corporate world and all that. So yeah, that's basically what I do. I also do traditional, but I'm not so deep into it. It's not more of my passion. I'm more into glam and office wear like the dress. So, yeah.
I love it, and it definitely works for you. You are marketing your business beautifully.
Yeah.
So let's speak about the number of designers that are participating this year. Who are they? Where do you find them even? Because it really must take a lot of research to find these hidden gems in our fashion industries.
That's a very great question. Thank you so much. So for the designers, we send out registration forms all across Africa, and then the designers or people which they are aspiring to be designers send their sketches and they send their storyboard, and then we take them and then we select with the theme that we have. This year's theme is My Africa. We're celebrating Africa always, and being African is not only about the color of your clothes that is wearing or something, but it's the inside and what you can do, creativity. So we select the best designers, and then we take designers which we know, and some of them, they don't have opportunity of showcasing their talent outside. So we take those designers and we give them opportunity to showcase on our platform. So this year we have about 23 designers in one night. So if you're really fashionista, you got to be there to see from the streetwear to evening wear to cocktail wear and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's going to be crazy. And then another thing, we have an 11-year-old kid who designs. His name is Ethan. Who's going to be doing his collection, and the collection is about the streetwear. It's a very interesting. So this year is amazing.
Brilliant idea.
People might get their ticket as soon as possible to get to the event. Yeah.
All right, so I know that this is more than just a fashion event. It's also about empowerment, and I understand that there are workshops that are also running. Quickly take us through that. Yes,
and so from the 4th to the 6th of next week, which is from the 4th of September to the 6th of September, we have a pop-up store for the designers which want to sell their garments. So if you're a fashionista, someone you want to support the local designers or African designers, you come to Park Inn Hotel in Sandton, come there and get something for the designers. So from the 6th on the Friday, 6th September, we have a very good fashion impact masterclass where we're going to be talking about the industry, the creative industry, modeling and fashion industry. So it will be a conversation, talking to the designers and models, what is really a problem in the industry in Africa, fashion industry. People need to know. So we have experts in that are going to show us about how we can make sure that our designers and, make it big in the African continent. Then on the 7th is the main fashion show. So designers need to tell us exactly what their interpretation with the theme My Africa. So it's going to be very interesting.
So I'll have to leave you there very quickly, Grace. Where can people get a hold of your designs? How can people connect with you?
Most of my designs is more like my gallery, Instagram. My handle is @DressByGrace, and I also have a Facebook page, and it's also @DressByGrace and Twitter as well. However, most of my work is on Instagram. It works better with other people where I create my profile, and like I say, it's a gallery. So that's where you can get to see most of my work. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We get our tickets at Web Tickets.
Yes.
Yeah, Web Tickets for Saturday show. And then I want to thank so much for sorry. Let me thank my sponsors first. Avon Africa, BLM Natural, and then RSA.com. And all the people, Paki Hotel, Boss Models, everyone who came through for this event. Thank you so much. And other people support us, still supporting us. So thank you to them.
Serge, thank you. We'll have to wrap it up now. Thank you so much. That was Serge Kabisoso and Grace Mokhele. So if you see me next week, I might be dressed by Grace. And they were talking to us about fashion without borders, which is set to take place later this week. This event will showcase the work of 20 designers from around the continent to highlight exactly what Africa has to offer in terms of fashion. Get your tickets, get yourself there, learn a thing or two about fashion. And who knows, you might even have a bigger contribution to make. Time for a quick break.